everybody, and welcome back to Heroes Give Chase. How's it going? Thanks, you too. Alright, so, welcome back to episode 58. We're approaching 60. Feels good. Getting closer. I don't actually know if the series would hit 100 episodes of the story I have planned out, but we'll see. Chaos could always happen. So, before we get too far in, let's find out what everyone has been up to in the last week. Starting with Mr. Kendrick Swish, now back home with Warhammer in his background. Welcome back, friend.
Yeah, back in the man cave with better mic quality and a usual setup, so that feels good. I'm a little bit fatigued because of the traveling that I did over the last 2 days. Like I had a 6-hour drive, then a few hours of sleep, and then the flight back to Sweden. So, but hey, I'm here, and I'm looking forward to some D&D with you guys.
Hell yeah, sounds good. And Faye, what have you been up to in the last week?
Well, Set 4 came out for TFT on the test realm, so I've been playing a lot of that when possible. But being on the test realm, there are, of course, bugs that happen, so playing when possible. Other than that, watched the start of The Boys Season 2. That was good. I have to wait a week now for the next episode.
I have heard good things about The Boys. Currently, it's apparently in a load of people's. Apparently, it's in a load of people's bad stead at the moment because EA have been putting literal real adverts in their games that like interrupt the gameplay for like their UFC games, and The Boys has been like the most common one, so everyone's getting really annoyed at it. It's like that.
Oh no,
Matthew Ryan, is that what it's called? The I can't get on a plane. This so and so. I can't go to so and so. I'm only human. That advert where it just appeared too often and annoyed people. Apparently that's what's happening with that show.
Basically the same stuff that happens on Twitch every time you tune into a channel.
Yep, always
all
the
these
same
clips.
advert.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, just quickly, sorry to go off. Have you guys heard about what the hell Burger King have been doing?
No.
Where they
They
donate or something?
Yes.
To get...
Oh yes, I read that.
They donated to streamers through text-to-speech, harvested the video of the text-to-speech reading out promotions for the company, and then used them to make the commercial where people were like, well, why don't you sponsor us? And they're like, we gave you $5. And we're so proud of the sheer fucking audacity. Burger King, sponsor us. All right, so
to be fair, I think it was the marketing agency that they hired, but
yes.
Burger King should have known that that was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. That's a really bad optics.
You know what they did in Sweden, BurgerKing, during Corona? They were like,
I'm dreading the sentence.
So they apparently Burger King restaurants here in Sweden, they allow you, or they encourage you to bring your passport when you order something. And then they would give you a stamp in your passport because you can't travel anywhere. So you get like a Burger King land stamp. And if you collect a certain number of Burger King stamps, then you get like a meal for free or something. Turns out a lot of people actually did that and got in trouble because their passports became invalid.
Oh no!
Yep. They
That's
had to get
bad.
new ones.
Alrighty. Also, again, we can't mention the C word. Because YouTube will demonetize the video. They won't demonetize us for talking about murdering and stabbing orcs, but they will demonetize us for mentioning that because it is classified as a dangerous world current event.
I hope I didn't get a flash of sudden Tourette and said it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know why they'd be mad at you talking about a beer brand, but that's definitely what you were talking about. But we're going to avoid the word just in case.
Get a sound effect and then put it over it, like when
like boop.
Kendrick says it, just go like woo and then put that over it.
I think I can actually go in and like post edit the audio. I'll see if I can like find the sound effects in the YouTube libraries.
I know one time on Game Grumps they weren't supposed to say like the F word, and so Dan went like ban instead, and so like just it opens they're doing the show, and it opens and he's like, look at my crown, and then they're like, you can't say that, and he's like, oh, we'll use the sound effect editor, and they did, and it was silly.
I mean, one of my favorite ones was they were talking about on the same show before. Again, last thing before we jump on, they were just talking about a terrible, like, just a rubbish conspiracy theory like Will Smith being gay. and they were like, "Is this gonna offend someone? Should we censor this?" And I was like, "Editor, anytime we say Will Smith, include say Barney Rubble, and anytime we say gay, say is Fred Flintstone's friend."
Okay.
And just change the entire video that way. Put in post. It was very silly. All right, Jinxie,
Jeez.
what have you been up to in the last week?
What have I been up to? I have been doing a lot of casting, a lot of streaming. Played some WoW. That was exciting. Now that my guild has done all of the hard stuff, nobody wants to do the hard stuff anymore, but I still need to do it. So it's mostly just me, like, running around, like, begging my friends, like, please, will you do this hard thing with me? I am baby. Yeah, that's basically it. Just lots and lots of streaming.
Fair enough. And Crowan, what have you been up to in the last week?
I've been up to casted TFT Worlds, so that was
Nice.
pretty cool.
I saw that. That you did really well.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, what? That's amazing, actually. Holy crap!
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I really had a lot of fun. Hopefully, I can do more.
Is that
casting
on
stuff.
YouTube or somewhere you can look it up?
It
It's on
should be
the
on
LCS.
twitch.tv/Riot Games VODs. Maybe it'll be on YouTube. I actually don't know.
Is it called TFT Worlds?
It's called TFT Galaxies Championship.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Who did you cast it with?
I casted. What was the casting team? It was me, Doa, that's Primal, Becca, and Latigris, and Avali May hosted, and Latigris hosted too. Like swap days of hosting.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're on YouTube as well. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Now I have something to watch.
Feels good.
Nice, a lot of fun. It was set 3 though. And, like, I guess they did a little bit of set 4 showcase as well, so that was fun. Definitely gonna be into some set 4 TFT stuff. Also been playing a little bit of HOTS because I have the intention to cast, and I was like watching some in-houses because there's like a lot of HOTS in-house games going on recently.
Yeah, there's
so,
loads.
yeah,
Mhm.
just spectating some of those with the goal of casting in the future. But yeah, that's about it.
Hell yeah. And I have been doing very similar things, although a little less streaming, a little bit more writing to try and create some more creative content, because the last one I did has been really fun. And with the help of Jixie Cat as a writer, we have come up with some more short form stuff, which I'm going to attempt to make into reality via the power of green screen and an Adobe subscription, because but that's the way it has to be sometimes. But yeah, I've also been casting in houses and casting more stuff. And yeah, NGS season started, so team practice. My first game is on Wednesday. I'm going to be casted by Weenus, but that will be at the stuff at the end of the show. So let's find out what everyone was up to in the last week. So last week, the group concluded their fight in the Temple of Bane, defeating the Angels, much to the dismay of Sir Leonhard von Griever. The group then looted the shit out of it and returned themselves to town, where they have decided to, after purchasing the items required for the Hallow spell, they've persuaded Sartre to attempt to perform such a spell. They identified the items that were looted, and excuse me, we ended. Not a huge amount else happened other than everyone went shopping, and Leonhard kept an eye on O'Malley to see what he was up to in his free time. Yeah, everyone went shopping, everyone had a look around, some scouting was done, some money was donated, including to an orphanage by Kaizat, which is very nice, very kind. But yeah, we left off right before a long rest was to happen, with Sartre having found out that their new weapon, a Holy Avenger, I believe, was sentient, and has decided that its name is Yes. It doesn't appear to remember much of what's going on, but it does exist, and that conversation concluded, and we'll assume that is about when Kaizan and Leonhard would probably return to the inn pre-long rest, if there was any RP you guys wanted to do before the rest.
Nothing in specific, I don't
Yeah.
think, for me.
Yeah, I'm good. I think I got all my speaking out.
Once
Okay.
everyone is back, Shivari would mention to everyone, yeah, I heard this thing from locals around the inn about a skeleton summoning elementals. He had a name, but they referred to him as Gary a lot.
Ooh.
I don't know if
A
that's something
skeleton summoning elementals.
that is what they said. I don't know. It didn't sound like it was necessarily causing too much trouble, but it's definitely a disturbance.
Yeah. Maybe we should take a look at that.
Yeah, what was going on? The elementals summoned? What?
A, they said skeleton named Gary was summoning elementals. Some sort of
Skeleton
deal, I think. It
named Gary. Okay.
might be worth at least checking out to see, hey, maybe don't do that.
How do you know the DM's run out of ideas? So a skeleton named Gary. Go get him.
Yeah, we can check that out. It sounds potentially concerning.
Maybe while Satra is doing his spell, the three of us can go and meet with Gary, see what's happening.
Yeah. I think you'll be okay alone, Satra, to do your magics.
Oh, I suppose. Can't imagine what I'd rather be spend an entire day doing. Yeah, no, I'll be fine.
Sound
I'll be
like
fine.
okay, it's a little ambiguous there. Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, it's totally fine. Go have fun. Kill a skeleton. I'll be here.
Yeah, let us hope it is fun.
Okay. You guys gonna head to a long rest, or is there anything else you'd like to do before you sleep?
Long rest sounds so good in my ears.
Yeah. Long resting.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
A long rest it is. So the group is going to head to your rooms, which you do have to pay for tonight, as a reminder, because the gold O'Malley sent you was only for a day, which is what it would take for the boat to be fixed. But you are here for another 2 days, I believe. So hang on, expenses. So, are you staying in the rooms you were staying in, or is anyone going to shell out for an upgrade? I believe most of you are in like nice rooms anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same room.
most of us are. Some of us got stuck in the pleb room.
Okay, well, you could pay for an upgrade if you want. What level of room are people going for again? Goes from squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, and aristocratic.
I will take a
Wealthy.
wealthy room, please.
A what one for you, Sartre? Wealthy for Leonhardt.
Yes, please, wealthy.
Wealthy for Sartre. And Kendrick, thank you very much for the subscription.
Probably just modest. It's not like she sleeps.
Modest.
Yeah, just whatever we already got, whatever is the standard.
Okay, well, the modest are 5 silver, the wealthies are 2 gold.
Alrighty.
Modest it is.
Okay, so yeah, you can pay for your own rooms. Everyone's able to head up to their rooms and begin their long rest. Shivari, because you do not sleep, is there anything you wish to be doing during the night?
Should I get some new books recently? So she'll just start reading through some of those.
Alrighty, any particular ones? I'm pretty sure you've been keeping notes of which books you have. So is there any particular one you would like to research? If you particularly like to find out?
Let's see. There's the history of lands. She'll read the history of the alliance between the lizard folk and Nella.
Lizardfolk and the Lizardfolk and Naylor. Okay. Alrighty, so in your sleeping time, you've been able to find out that the Naylor was one of the quicker growing countries in terms because of their use of magic. And because it's a very wet nation in a lot of the places, and especially near the rivers, it's a lot of marshes, so they started building out and attempting to magically drain said marshes. Problem with that, that's where the lizard folk live. So the lizard folk had a little bit of a scuffle back in time with the with Nairs. They tended to move in. The workers went on all kinds of strike because their insurance did not include lizard folk attack. So an alliance was reached where basically the lizard folk, who did not really want to trade with the people of Naila most of the time, they would trade pieces every now and again, but most of the opportunity is they would outline areas that were their hunting grounds and would avoid any of the construction areas, as long as those construction areas were away from their feeding grounds, and if possible, bordered closer to the feeding grounds to push anything that was living there into the lizard folk feeding grounds. So that's the main bit of the alliance. It goes into a lot more detail as to individual tribes and different actions they had. Like some tribes refused to sign at all. 2 tribes were wiped out in their entirety due to their unwillingness to move. There are still the lizard folk still hunt people, especially along the river, because they can. Which is why a lot of boats will enforce security on their travels. But yeah, that's the main gist of it. There's a lot more details in it. If you have a specific you'd like to know, that book is pretty comprehensive on that particular subject.
Just the general stuff was good enough.
Okay, fair enough. There is also the classic lizard folk tribes still war with each other, and sometimes settlements, even that are still in the alliance, do get caught in the crossfire of that. Alrighty then. So, everyone is able to have a long rest. Got it?
Got him.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is able to have a long rest and restore all your resources, choose your spells, etc. And I'm going to talk slowly to give time for Kendrick to sit back down. So everyone wakes up and is able to head down for breakfast. Obviously, Shivari and Kaizan would be a little bit earlier due to trance and lack of sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to head down for breakfast, which again you would have to pay for now as your expenses have been worn out. Same levels of meal. What kind of level of fanciness would you like to go for here?
Just modest.
Modest.
Yeah.
Okay. Modest.
Same.
Okay, 2 modists. Those are 3 silver pieces each. Okay, this is obviously
I
your
had
per
a
day
nice
meal.
I have a busy day.
Okay, so you can go comfortable, wealthy, aristocratic. Those are the next higher levels.
I'll do wealthy. Is there a way that I can like ask them for like nice snacks, because I'm about to be performing a spell for 24 hours? Like you know, I'm gonna need food to go. Do they?
Well, you can buy, the single items of food that they have listed out in the player's handbook include a bread loaf, a cheese hunk, and a meat chunk. These are the individual items. You could make a ham and cheese thick-ass sandwich if you chose. But yeah, they have some snacks. They could make a BLT for you.
I'll just I'll probably get some bread and some cheese.
Okay, I assume you don't want the full loaf.
No.
Okay, so you want enough. How many sandwiches worth of materials would you like, basically?
Just like I don't. Well, like 2 meals worth. I don't know. Can they give me like to go? Like can we get Uber Eats here?
They can give it to you to go. They can give it to you in like in a takeout bag.
Yeah, something like that, or like I'm sure I've got like something I can like buy the plate if I need to or whatever.
Okay. Well, if a loaf of bread is 2 copper pieces, I'm going to say, and a hunk of cheese is 1 silver, I'm going to say that a full sandwich is probably 2 copper pieces because the cheese is a little bit more expensive. So 2 copper pieces for enough sandwiches for the day.
Alrighty. Cool.
Plus your
I've gotten rid of
food.
all of my copper.
Nice. And yeah, Leonhard, what level of breakfast would you like? Would you prefer?
a fancy one today. Leonhard feels like his party and himself have accomplished a lot of things.
Wealthy or
So,
aristocratic, sir? Have they
yeah.
achieved a wealthy amount of things or an aristocratic level of things?
A wealthy one with only the finest of cheese and some light wine, maybe, and
A breakfast charcuterie board?
sausage. Yep. Yeah.
That would be a 8 silver pieces. You could also buy a banquet, but that is significantly more expensive. And
That
that's
it
per
would be, yeah.
person. Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. Yeah, so the most expensive meal per day you can get is 2 gold pieces per day. A banquet is 10 gold pieces per person.
No. No thanks.
Did not think so. Alright. You're all there eating your breakfasts of varying quality. As Sartre has some sliced bread and cheese and meats placed before him in a little brown wrapped paper. We can all discuss today's plans.
Well, friends, yesterday turned out to be quite eventful. Today
Yeah.
marks our final day in this place, doesn't it?
Oh, well, tomorrow will be.
Another day in.
I mean, like tomorrow morning, I believe we'll leave.
So
Good.
last full day then.
Yeah.
Sartre will be done with the spell by, like, the time it takes to walk there this time tomorrow. It is a full 24-hour spell.
I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of fighting or running or, you know.
Yeah, okay.
At least it'll be for the greater good and for a good cause.
Yeah.
I wonder if these people around here will show us any sort of gratitude.
They seemed very happy last night. I was going around asking about the church, and some word got out that maybe they won't be hassling people as much anymore, and, you know, there was some happy people. The only person who didn't really seem to care much was the one who told me about Gary the skeleton.
So where is this Gary, the skeleton? Where do we find him?
Some a little bit ways out of town. I'm sure we could probably ask somebody for directions. I imagine a skeleton that summons elementals does not go unnoticed.
I guess not, as we now know, so... Yeah, if somebody knows, that would be helpful.
Sure, I will go ask the innkeeper. Do you know where Gary the skeleton hangs out?
Gary? Hello everyone in the chat, by the way. Sorry, I was pinged, got distracted. Gary? Oh, yeah, yeah, they live, outside to the northwest of town. If you follow the path, you keep going until you see a sign that says, "Go away, humans." And then you can go, you follow that sign. You go past the "Go away" bit, and you'll find their hut.
Alright, thank you.
No worries. If you're gonna go tell them to stop.
Well, I mean, you know, just kind of go see what what's going on kind of thing.
All right, that'd be nice. A couple months ago, teleported the water elemental into my basement. Ruined the wine.
Oh no!
It's very unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's alright. It's able to get more. I mean, they've helped the town a little bit with medicines and stuff from time to time, but this is, I'm gonna be honest, this is just rude.
We'll see what if we maybe can convince Gary to stop just summoning them directly into town. Maybe a little ways away from town.
That'd be nice. I don't know why he's doing it. Again, they seemed nice, but they like, obviously they didn't want people coming near. Sometimes they'd kill people who went to the hut, but sometimes they'd help them.
That is good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cody's just a really antisocial skeleton.
best of luck. If you try not to be one of the ones that dies. If you do end up if you end up persuading him, excellent. Let him know that I don't know if it needs to drink. If it wants something, I'd have a free drink for it. If it doesn't do that, if you have to do something else, make him leave or something else. I personally wouldn't be too upset, but obviously they've helped. I understand there's some leeway that might need to be given, but also the murders and the teleporting elementals. So no. Come see some
Murders,
come
you
saw.
say?
We
yeah,
usually
they-
try to handle it, non-violently.
Yeah, murders. Like I said, some people who go there, they just kill them.
Oh my god, this
Well,
guy.
I've not been there personally. I just know that some people go and they don't come back. Some people go, they come back healthy. Some people go and they don't.
Tell me, friend, does Nayla not have a functioning system of town guards? There seems to be
Aye.
a lot of anarchy happening in these lands.
We have town guards. Most of them are currently busy in town because this town has a bit of a crime problem, you see. So they're a little bit busy.
Do you know more about this crime problem?
Aye, there's this group of people. They call themselves the bog rats. They've been going around and robbing houses. It's been a pretty consistent problem, and the problem is they're fast and they don't care about how they get away. They've been jumping into the runoff the runoff slough a couple of times.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's what I said. They seem to leave businesses alone. They only seem to rob houses, but that's probably
Well,
because
that's
there's
not
more
very
guards
nice.
outside the businesses. I know,
that is-
right?
Makes sense.
More of a criminal organization, you would say?
Most I've seen, I've only seen them once. 3 people broke into a house. By the time the guards got there, they'd gone through the back door and gone. Don't know if it's an organization or just a group of troublemakers, but trying to deal with that. There's also the fact that the guards have to be in town to protect when elementals usually rarely appear, but in the last couple months consistently appear every couple days, and we don't know where. We have enough guards and they're strong enough that they can take down an elemental if they work together.
These burglaries, you say, by these bog rats,
Aye.
do they usually happen during the day or the night, or do they happen on any occasion?
Mixed bag. Mixed any occasion.
Okay.
Mostly at night, but they've come during the day.
Interesting. Do they operate only in this town or in the outskirts or surrounding neighborhoods as well?
Apparently they've been seen in light. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but that's what a town crier said a couple days ago.
Interesting.
How frequently are these breaking-ins happening?
Sometimes they happen daily. Sometimes they could be months before one happens.
When's the last one been?
Oh, yesterday. Mrs. Wilkinson came in and was like, "Oh no, someone stole me gold and stole me plants."
Plants.
Yes, apparently they stole like 2 succulents.
No, that's just uncalled for.
And no, what do you want with a succulent? You guys haven't noticed we're in a jungle with like bogs and swamps. You can find plants.
Couldn't tell you.
See, working and solving crimes for several years, some criminals, they seem to enjoy the thrill of the actual burglary or break-in more than the loot they find.
Yeah, that might be it. I can't say I have any experience with crime myself. I accidentally walked out of a shop with a newspaper once, but I returned it. Sorry, not a newspaper, a book. Newspapers haven't
We're not
been
from
invented
around
yet.
here. No need to hide anything. Speak openly.
I gave it back. It was a book. Newspapers haven't been invented yet. Walked out of the shop with a book, brought it back, apologized. I did read the first page to see if it was going to be good, if I needed to pay for it, but I brought it back.
Scandalous.
I know.
Was it good?
It was alright. Might buy it one day.
Okay.
Sure, I will hand over 10 gold, and this is for the information, and I'm a lover of books, so if you ever want to go get that book.
You are very kind. I might do that.
Could you perhaps guide us towards the house of yesterday's break-in, by chance?
Right, well, it's in the Bog district, so you head up to the north of town, and then you go. You know the orphanage. I don't know if you've actually.
For
You're
the
not
10
from here.
gold you just received, you could walk us there in person.
That's fair. Leans into the back room. Mildred, I'm going out. Watch the bar. You hear yelling from the back. What? I said I'm going out. Watch the bar. What do you need to go out for? I'm taking some friends to have a look at a house. Since when have you been an estate agent? It doesn't matter, Mildred. I'll be back in a moment. Watch the bar.
God bless these people.
You gotta lose customers. Yeah, well. For 10
Dana will
gold.
give him 5 more gold pieces and says, my condolences.
Thank you. Mother can be difficult sometimes. What? I said I love you, Mother. I'll be back in a bit. All right, he steps out behind the bar, takes off his apron, folds it, rests it on the bar. And, all right, follow me.
You guys go ahead. I guess I have a spell to conduct.
Do you happen to require any assistance, Your Grace?
No, I can do it.
The temptation to teleport an elemental onto Sartre is real.
Oh my god. Yeah, you guys go find the crime syndicate, kiss babies, save the world, all that good stuff. If you need me, I'll be at the church, doing the work of gods, I suppose. That's cool.
To have fun.
Oh, it'll be a blast. I'm gonna put incense down. There's gonna be a hymn.
Sounds thrilling, yes.
Oh, it's gonna It's not nearly as cool as
You will be fully focused on chanting and singing, is that correct? So we couldn't be of any help anyways.
Yeah, no, you would just be watching me perform a spell. No, you go and fight bad guys and, skeletons and elementals. That sounds kind of lame. I'm gonna really enjoy it. There's holy water. It's gonna be so much fun.
I mean, these things that are blown out of proportion anyway, it probably won't be anything. I'd almost rather be there with you.
I mean, if you guys find anything cool, maybe you can bring me back and tell me about it,
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, you have fun going to that break-in. I'm gonna go hang out at the church with some, tapestries and shit.
In fact, Kaizen Shavari, one of the locals, told me about this new bar that opened earlier.
What the hell?
Okay.
Nah, a joke, Your Grace. A joke.
Alright, so Sartre, you're going to head to the Church of Bane and begin casting what spell?
The hollow spell.
The Hollow spell. Okay. You have your ingredients and materials. What particular effect, if any, would you like to add to the spell?
I will add the daylight effect.
Alrighty, light it up. Okay, Sartre begins their long spell casting. Okay. The rest of you make your way to the Bog District, where you are led across you're now out of the cobbled streets of the town, and you're into wooden walkways over almost bioluminescent green water. In fact, I can show you this is what the area looks like. If it would not be blurry for the stream, that'd be lovely. There we go. Yeah, that is what the area looks like, illuminated by mostly fireflies, and the fact it is daytime despite the image.
Mm-hmm.
I've only just noticed a bird's nest up here. Neat. New things every time you look. Alrighty, he shows you it, and he shows you to the house that I am pinging on the wrong layer. He shows you to the house I am now pinging on the right layer. This house was the one that was broken into.
Oh, okay.
But I've got to get back to the bar before Mildred runs me out of business. Do you need me anymore, or do you want me to take you further, or is this far enough for you?
That should be sufficient. Thank you, my good sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your custom and support. Have a good day.
So do you.
All right, he wanders up, and you guys are left in the bog district.
So most people in this town are humans. Is that correct?
Yes, there is a mix, but the majority you have seen are human. Yes, the majority of which are human.
Okay. Well then, friends, what do you make of this? Should we investigate further to potentially help these poor souls with these break-ins, or is that a waste of time, in your opinion?
I mean, I think if we are able to, then sure, but I mean, I suppose going too far out of our way kind of is probably
Yeah.
not good.
If
Don't
we
know
don't
what
have a
we
solid
can find.
lead until the end of day, we probably have to move on.
I would agree.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, if this is something that happens frequently, it might be something that would take longer than a day for us to accomplish. So,
Yeah.
But I don't think we have anything to lose. His Majesty is busy chanting and preparing the rituals, so what else are we going to do in the meantime?
either this or go talk to a skeleton named Gary. So,
Or both, depending. Who knows?
Yeah.
maybe Gary is also behind these. Maybe
You
they
know.
are connected.
Could be.
Assembling a crew of burglar elementaries. Yeah. I've heard weirder things in my adventure with you.
We have seen weirder things, to be honest.
Oh, yes. Well, I guess Leonard would take the lead and then walk towards the house that was shown or point
Okay.
towards by the guy.
You see a hut large enough for one person to live inside. It's in a small state of disrepair. It has been repaired haphazardly with what look like bits of boat that have been ripped apart and have been added back onto the house to try and keep it in living shape. The front door is less existent as a currently bead curtain. With half of the
Okay.
beads missing. You look into the water below and you see some beads sunk down to the bottom.
Oh no. I guess Leonhard would just cough and be like, "Excuse me, is anyone home?"
You hear some shit, from inside, some scrambling, and you hear you see a woman peek around from the door frame, keeping the rest of her body out of sight. Puts one hand on the side and says, "Who are you? What do you want?"
Sir Leonhard von Grieva, at your service. I heard that the word around town is all about a lot of break-ins that were happening lately, and you seem to be one of the recent victims. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Don't think about trying anything. I'm prepared this time.
No. You misunderstand. It's a female, right?
Yes. Female human,
You-
very scraggly hair to the point where it clearly hasn't been washed in at least clean water in a while. It's stuck together in a lot of places.
Aww.
She is missing 2 teeth, only 2. One incisor, 1 canine. One from the top, one from the bottom. And it has a look in her eyes that says, "I will hit you with whatever I have behind this door if you step in."
Milady, you misunderstand. My intention and my friend's intention over there, Leonard points towards Shavari and Kaizen, is to help. Perhaps this little gesture can show you
Favor.
our noble goals. And he tosses her 5 gold pieces.
She scrambles, trying to stop them going through the slats in the wood, catching them and scooping them up. Just like, you see that as she scrambles to get them, a frying pan falls to the ground as she drops it to use both hands to pick up the coins. She looks up. 3 of you. You don't look like him, but you could be in disguises. You're just trying to get back in me house. You want to finish the job? Well, I've got nothing left. You can't take anything else.
Aww.
You think you can
No,
bribe me with my own money? Actually, this is more than I had. If this is a trick, it's a terrible trick, because I'm keeping these.
And that is your goodwill. It's a gift. Feel free to do with this as you please. The only thing I'm
Whatever eases your
asking in return
conscience.
is, perhaps could you explain in great detail what happened exactly, and perhaps you have any leads or you saw anything suspicious that day?
Roll
We
a
would like to
persuasion.
solve this crime riddle.
Roll a persuasion check.
Yep.
17. You see, she calms down a little bit. You don't look like the people who she saw, so she's, and you have a soothing voice, an authoritative voice. All right, I tell you what I know about. I swear, if you step through this door, I'm gonna hit you. She realizes she doesn't have a frying pan in her hand, scrambles to pick it up, dropping the coins into it. As she raises them up, they fall out again, and she's able to catch them. It's like, if you make one step, that armor ain't gonna protect your head.
I shall remain rooted here. Nothing will make me move inside.
Alright, so, what do you want to know first?
Well, perhaps tell us what was taken and what the damage was that was caused by these burglars.
Alright, well, they took me life savings and some very nice artwork and some beautiful dresses. Yeah, very high quality. Very nice. So if you find them, if you could get them back to me, that'd be lovely. They took half my beads. They're worth like 20 gold. So if you're with insurance, then that's the things they took. My life
Is
savings
she
equate
telling
to
the truth? Are
Roll an
those
insight
I
check.
love this woman.
are those beads worth 20 gold?
Roll an
Leonard would
insight
like
check.
to take a look.
Do you mean the beads that are in the water down there?
No, not those ones. Yes, those ones.
Insight,
And
27.
sorry, go on, Kaizen.
Insight 27.
Okay, Leonhard, you believe her. Everything she said. Kaizen,
Yeah,
the only
Leonard would
thing
then be
she
like,
has-
"Oh yeah, those beads, they look magnificent indeed. Oh, how dare they?"
Kaizen, the only words she has so far truthfully spoken are the fact that they took her life savings.
Cause I'll like walk up right next to Leonhardt, kind of like whisper in his ear and say, "She is being not truthful about the majority of this. They just stole her savings, her money, and that's about it. It seems. Everything else fabricated."
I love
Well observed,
this
Kaizen.
woman.
I'm just trying to show empathy, you know, and get into her
What?
behind the truth. What he's, you know what I mean.
While you two are whispering back and forth, she's still listing things that were taken. They took me curtains, they were fine silk, 2 dressing gowns. They were able to steal me boat. I had a boat outside. They carried that off. I had like 3 magical necklaces. Yeah, that, and two rings. 2 rings. So, 1 gold, 1 platinum. She's just been listing this off while you've been Or you can whispering.
Milady, I think we get the idea. Yes, many precious were taken, and
Yeah. On 2
Mhm.
plants.
2 plants.
Yeah.
Probably a fabled orchid from a far distant land.
Yeah. Very rare. Orchid. There's an
Mm.
orchid. There's a there's like some kind of flowering cactus.
I see. That's outrageous. And could you tell us more about other similar cases? Have you spoken to anyone else that was a victim of these outrages?
Why would I do that?
burglars? Excuse me?
Why would I do that? Their fault for getting robbed.
To spot similarities and report to the local town's guard.
I talked to those towns got bloody useless. They're more focused on finding the criminals instead of reimbursing me for the items lost.
Would you be so kind and perhaps let my friends and myself take a look into your noble estate, as so that we can perhaps spot any traces and go after those thieves?
Roll a persuasion check.
Kazan will pipe up and say it would be most helpful if you would do so. Generally, people do leave behind traces, and it would make this process a lot faster.
You can have advantage, Leonhardt.
Oh,
Or Kaizen, you can roll as well, your choice.
I'll just go to advantage.
Okay.
She raises her pan. Alright. You can have a look. But don't touch any of my stuff.
Leonard thinks to himself, as if I would do so willingly.
She steps back and just goes, mind the beans. Sorry, mind the beads. Beads, not beans. And steps to the side to let you inside.
Okay. Is anyone of you guys following?
Yeah.
Go inside, yeah.
Okay.
Follow after.
Yeah, you find yourself a one-roomed house with a stove, a wood-burning stove, with a hob on the top used for simultaneous cooking and heating when it is required. A simple bedroll that looks like it has something stuffed underneath it for extra padding. You can't really tell what it is. Two piles of clothes. One looks like very dirty. One looks like less dirty. And one small trunk in the corner, as well as quite a few broken things scattered around the room, including what appears to be some kind of broken plant pot and a trowel with a snapped handle. There's a couple other things around the room you'd have to look closer to see if you can notice anything else.
Did anything get messed with or broken when they came in and broke in?
They broke the plant pot and they broke the lock on the chest.
And where were you?
And my spirit. I demand compensation for mental anguish, by the way. So if you talk to any insurance people, you let them know that I am very anguished. Mentally.
Yes, of course. What was that, Shivari?
Oh, I might be able to fix some of those things if you don't mind. I can at least try.
No, they couldn't possibly feel the same.
Oh, okay.
They have been destroyed to me, like my faith in the justice system in this town. The only thing that might make me feel better is being able to start over with my insurance reimbursement.
Yes, okay. Going to look around. Kazan will look around, see if see anything, investigate if there's any traces or where they would have exited from, if not the front door that we just walked in.
Okay, look for clues. Roll investigation.
I would also like to investigate.
Okay, one of you can have advantage, or you can both roll one. In fact, Leonhardt, you can roll as well, so you could either have one person advantage and one normal, or each one of you roll one.
I would give Shavari advantage if she wants to.
Okay, so Kaizen rolls one normally. Shivari has advantage.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, so for starters, Kaizen, you do notice there is a way out. You notice that there appears to be a loose patch of I've forgotten what they're called. Thatching on the roof that looks like it might have been moved at some point. You notice some straw has fallen onto the back corner of the room, where something might have happened there. Shivari, you notice what appears to... But you scout around the room, you notice that currently attached to one of the many nails that are sticking out of the walls, it has again been very haphazardly put together. There appears to be a small scrap of burlap-looking cloth. You also notice that pulled off with said cloth appears to be a small amount of some kind of hair or fur. Also around the room, as you go to the chest, you notice that it looks like it never had a lock. And you can see inside, and if you were to look inside it, you can see that inside appears to be some kind of nail or claw. You can also notice that there appear to be small pierce holes, very small pierce holes, in the wall leading up to the back corner of the room that Kaizen is currently looking at. So you can see small pierce holes in the wood of the wall. Very small, like maybe what's a good example? What's a good width example? Maybe like maybe like a reasonable pair of sunglasses width worth of hole. That's a terrible example. An average nail. But they appear to be in a pattern heading up to that point.
As Shavari's finding all this, she'll point it out to Leonhardt, as he's the resident detective.
Interesting, Shavari. A keen eye. Something about this place, and he whispers to Shavari and nods towards the lady, about her is not as it is, as she wants us to believe it is.
Maybe we might get more information if we talk to another victim. And we can compare their story to hers and see how it matches up.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Perhaps comparing this place to another and looking for traces there might be more fruitful than this. Kaizen, what do you think? What do you make of this?
Well, I mean, don't think we're going to get too much from just being here. Perhaps if we were to investigate other places, or just investigate anyone who might know more about them, could get further.
Milady, do you happen to know any other victims of the Bog Rat's undoings?
What makes you think I would care?
Because it would help you perhaps get your things back faster.
Well, no, I don't care about that. I only want my things.
Yes.
Or the
it would help
reimbursement. I
you
don't even
get
want my
your-
things. They're tainted now. I just want the reimbursement.
Oh.
But if we
Well-
find out more information, including what happened to other people, that would push along the insurance claim a bit faster.
You do work for the insurance. I knew it. Just knew I shouldn't have let you in the house. I have nothing else to say to you.
Well,
Insurance workers.
not supporting the investigation of the local insurance could be interpreted as actively sabotaging, in which case Leonhardt tries to sound like a government official in which case under Article 5 paragraph 11.2 of the local insurance policy of NAILA, the insurance will not be paid to people who refuse to collaborate in finding out what happened to their belongings.
Roll a deception check. Or intimidation. I'd argue that's a sort of
Yeah, Leonhardt definitely tries to be a
intimidation
little
does not
bit
have
more
to be
like-
murder.
Yeah, Leonhard tries to accuse her subtly of insurance fraud, you know, so.
Okay, so intimidation or deception, your choice.
Yeah. Fuck.
You're just here to make fun of me. You're just here to make fun of me, aren't you? You're not investigators at all. I bet that shield I bet that hair ain't even real.
Slow now, my lady. You're walking yourself into dangerous territory here.
She raises her frying pan. I want you out of my house. You're not with the insurance. You're trying to lie to me. If I notice anything's gone, I know your faces now.
I gave you 5 gold, my lady, worth more than probably anything you have ever owned in your entire life. But so be it. Take it as a token of goodwill.
She's going to run at you with the frying pan. It doesn't look like she's trying to swing it at you to hit you, but she's attempting to chase you out her house.
Can Leonhard try to avoid the charge and gently push her into the water?
She's an old lady.
You may certainly try. Make a
rude, impolite old lady.
Make a. Unless you could argue it should be something else, make a general dexterity check. Unless you could argue it would be something else.
Okay. I guess Leonhard would actually, instead of maybe, just give her like a bump, like a body check. Could that be athletics?
You're gonna tackle this lady into the water.
Yep.
Okay, make an athletics check. For the shove action. Yeah! The lady, as she runs towards you, raising the frying pan, you step to the side and push hard out the door. You hear the beads shake. They are ripped off the rest of the door as the rest of the beads with the woman go sploop. It's less a splash and more a sploop. As you can see, there's a lot of algae in the water's a little thicker here as she goes straight into it.
My lady, I think I saw some of the missing beads in the water. Yep, right there.
She emerges. Guards! Guards! Help! I'm being robbed and assaulted. They're trying to drown me!
Oh, God.
That escalated. Maybe
Yeah.
we should go. I kind of want to help her, but we might get in trouble for being here.
You can hear some plodding along the. You can hear some running, but not enthusiastic running, coming along the boards in the Bog District.
Are we trying to get out of here or no?
Leave this up to me, Kaizen. I can talk us out of this.
Oh no!
The woman you can
Maybe
see is
no
not.
more.
Thing.
Maybe no more body checking people into the water though.
You can see she is not attempting to get out the water as well. She is attempting to make it look like she can't swim, but
Yeah,
every now and
Leonhard
again you see
would
her
try to
glance up
reach
at
out
you.
to her. You know, he would give her a hand.
She
or
tries to
lend
slap.
her a hand.
She slaps at your hand, and is going to attempt to throw a frying pan at you.
All right.
Does an 8 hit?
No.
Okay, yeah, the frying pan flies past, flies into the house, and clatters harmlessly against the back wall.
Are any guards in hearing distance?
They're about to be. You could maybe fit out like 1 6-second sentence.
Oh, she threw a frying pan at me. Can you believe it?
The guards around the corner and begin to run up to all of you, just like, what's going on here? Miss Wiltshire, what are you doing? I'm drowning! No, you're not. You can swim. I've seen you swim. No, I can't! I'm drowning! He tried to kill me! Sir, what's going on here? Private, please help Mrs. Wiltshire out of the water. He looks to you and goes, Sir, what happened here?
Greetings, sir. My friends and I were informed that there had been some break-ins in this part of town, and you know, being a colleague of yours from the city of home, I couldn't help myself but try to investigate and help these poor souls that were robbed.
Why is she
And
in the
then,
water, though?
well, looks like this lady didn't want to be helped and refused to tell us anything about it. Even after I tried to compensate her for her robbed belongings, I gave her 5 gold as a token of appreciation and gratitude.
All right. Why is she in the water, though?
She apparently did not want us to help, and perhaps I said a few words that hurt her old soul and her pride, and well, she tried to hit me with a pan, and instead of hitting back, I decided to step away, and well, looks like she couldn't hold balance and fell into the water, and now we have this mess.
You hear currently being pulled out a couple meters down the path. She's screaming, "I want him arrested! He tried to kill me! He held me under!"
I did not do any of these things. If this is the way the will to help is being repaid in this town, ma'am, then perhaps you will have to get along with your own problems by yourself.
Murderer. I will not press charges if you pay me 100 gold pieces as compensation.
Sir,
Nah.
this has been going on for hours. This lady seems to care only about one thing, and that is coin.
We are fully aware of Mrs. Wiltshire. Sorry, Miss Wiltshire.
I'm sorry
If
to. Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate you attempting to help with the investigation. If you do find anything, please let us know. But if I was to just get you to if I was to ask you to apologize to make this go away, and then and then I'm gonna have to ask you to stay away from her because this is just gonna cause more trouble.
Trust
Would
me,
that be
I am
okay?
not keen on ever returning to this person.
All right, well, then, I mean, you don't actually have to apologize. All right, well, you don't do it again. You are banned from speaking to Mrs. Wiltshire under penalty of the law. You can see he's tired. His eyes look tired.
Yeah,
He's clearly dealt with this before.
yeah.
You're not
Leonard
gonna
will-
arrest him? Ma'am, he claims you threw a frying pan at him, and that is assault with a deadly weapon. If I'm arresting him, I'm gonna arrest you too. But I didn't! Ma'am, we have no proof either way. I can't make any calls. You're not even gonna make him pay me restitutions? No, Miss Wiltshire. I cannot do that without pressing charges, which, as I've stated, I will have to bring you into.
Don't forget about the 5 gold I already gave you, you old hag.
Oh, he did not just go. You arrest him! You arrest him right now! I'll take him to court! I know 2 lawyers!
Oh, looks like
What-
we should be going. Come on, let's go. Start like gently trying to push Leonhard away from the situation.
Yeah, Leonard will move along.
Alright, he's like, no, stop. Have a good day. as you walk away, until you can no longer hear the screaming.
Well, that was something.
I hate this place.
Just as a
Oh,
question, did you take any of the clues you found, or did you examine them and leave them?
Just examine them.
Okay.
If someone else picked them up, that is on them. But Javari just examined and told everyone what she found.
Yeah, didn't take anything.
No.
Okay, alrighty.
I kind of feel bad for the guards. They almost do you know where the guard station is? I kind of want to make a donation.
I suppose we could find it easily enough, but yeah, dealing with that woman seems like quite an ordeal of its own.
Well, let's see if we can perhaps find any other clues as to who the other victims of the most recent burglaries were.
Maybe at the guardhouse, they will have more
Mhm.
information.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you guys are going to try and find the guardhouse?
Yep.
Okay. It's easy enough to find after asking one guard. He is able to direct you to in town. As you guys do arrive there, you currently see several guards standing outside of the guardhouse, finishing a last volley of arrows into what appears to be something that you have seen before, a water elemental, which, as you approach, dissipates into a puddle of water, into the and runs through the floorboards into the water below on the wooden platform you're on. Much higher quality than the bog district. They finish up. You hear a couple. Yeah, good job, men. That's 4. Keep it up. Maybe we'll break the record.
Oh, what is going on here, friends?
Calm down, citizen. The work has been done. We have slain the beast. Your town guards here to support you in your time of need.
Well, outstanding work. Thank you so much, sir. Is this one of these elementals that are out of control?
It was. Not anymore, because we're the best, men. Get back to your stations. And you see the other guards are beginning to dissipate out and head back either into the guardhouse or out onto the streets again. How can I help you, citizen?
Well, apparently there seems to be some trouble with elementals, and my friends and I, he points towards Shavati and Kaizen, are very capable fighters and potential allies in this threat.
You volunteering to stand here and get elementals when they appear? Because we will take that volunteering. You'll be here for a while, though. They sometimes take a bit.
Something else I wanted to talk to you about real quick, my good sir, is the recent break-ins by a band called the Balk Rats.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know more about these occurrences?
I do. I cannot talk about an ongoing investigation in progress. It would be giving away our cards to potential associates to the subject. I'm sorry. If you were one of the people who is robbed, we are very sorry for your loss of property, items, plants, and pet. We are doing the very best to recover all of the missing items. Please be very patient. The town guard are doing everything in their power to assist you in your time of need. Until then, you can collect your free food stamps at the guard outpost over there.
Shavati, I think we should follow our own leads, he whispers to her.
You know, we might be able to help, especially if we leave a nice donation for the guards.
She's saying that out loud.
Yeah.
Roll a... What would this be? I guess this would be a persuasion. I mean, I assume you're being truthful.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check.
Our goal was definitely to leave a donation anyway. Ooh, 24.
He looks around. What kind of donation?
I was thinking like 500 gold.
His eyes
Holy
fucking
shit.
widen. Yes, ma'am. I will take you all into the station to provide the report of your lost property immediately.
Thank you.
All right, come with me, citizens, so that I may take your statements. And he begins to walk into the station.
Following after.
Same.
All right, Leonhart.
Yeah, he's following
Okay.
as well.
Yep, he takes you into the station and into one of the rooms in the back, furthest away from the main office, and sits down. Goes, all right, let's see it then.
Yep, she'll take out 500 gold. Hand it on over.
He pockets as much of it as he can. It's a lot of gold. He pulls out his pouch, fills as much of it as he can. Realizes it won't fit in there. Fills his pockets. It's a lot of gold. Gold is heavy. He fits it as best he can, and then looks up at you. He takes off his hat, puts some underneath, and puts his hat back on. All right. What do you need to know? By the way, TG Plod at your service. Town Guard Plod. You can just call me Plod.
Hello, I am Shivari, and this is Leonhardt, Sir Leonhardt, and Kaisen.
Pleasure to meet you.
At your service.
We were just over at the old woman who just got robbed recently's house to see, if we could help at all, and we found some clues, and she'll kind of detail what they found. And
Oh, didn't notice that.
we're wondering if you know some of the other victims that maybe we can go and investigate and see if they have similar things that have happened, or...
I know some victims. I can give you some addresses. You couldn't have heard them from me, obviously. You've just asked around town. So, I can give you some victims. I don't know anything about any hair and nails or whatever you found. Don't know anything about that. We do know that, from what we were told, there appear to be 4 figures, but something else is with them. Excuse me. We don't know if it's like a cat, but it's been moving pretty quickly across buildings. But something's been with them. So it's 3 individuals and a something. We have also received evidence of them ziplining from location to location. But,
They don't seem to be taking a lot of, or they don't seem to be stealing items of great value. Can you
No.
confirm this theory?
They're taking gold. They're definitely taking gold. And then they usually steal something sentimental to the person they're stealing from. We've had family portraits. We've had plants. We've had a set of fancy underwear. We've had a locket gifted by gifted by a child. We've had mostly stuff like that. It's sentimental value things. But they take the gold as well and other items of value, and then usually something along those lines.
Interesting. And there are no solid leads as to who these people are or where they might come from, where their base of operations might be.
We have some theories. We can't tell fully. The currently running theory is it's some people from the lower end of towns in the bog districts, people who are down on their luck. So if you ask some people who are more assuming in the force, they believe that you should probably go speak to the rat folk, because it's called the bog rats. How'd they get that name? There's a lot of people who do that, but we're trying not to profile here nowadays. We're doing our best, so we can't just go over and ask yet. But yeah, there's that. Although I understand that, but one of those families, most of them are lovely. One of those families has been real mean, and have been like not letting us onto their property for some time now. So we've been trying to avoid that. They live with a human woman. She's been pretty flaunting around a little bit of wealth, which for the Bot district isn't too common. Also, if you wanna have a look, you could maybe check out the Clouts. They're a family that live up there. They're not actually called the Clouts, but they make everyone call them the Clouts. They want people to believe they have clout. But all they really do is make wooden things look like things sometimes, and not very good things. They make statues, but they're not good. But they're also pretty hostile. They won't let us on their property either. Say we'll contaminate the wood with our judginess.
Was there some of the other victims that maybe we could have the names and
Yes.
addresses?
He gets out some paper and writes down a couple addresses for you. If you have a look at these, this would be the most recent. They're listed from recent to oldest. I hope this helps. If you can find them, citizens arrest laws are in place in this town. As long as you can find the evidence, then if you can bring them to us with said evidence, then we will be happy to take them off your hands and make the arrest.
Alright. Thank you for the information.
Thank you for the for your statement.
We also might look into the elemental thing later with Gary.
Oh, fucking Gary! Please, just tell him to stop. He won't listen. He won't answer his door to us anymore.
Do you think that there's anything Gary wants?
I don't fucking know.
Oh.
He's a skeleton. What do you give a skeleton? Milk? He doesn't have lips. Can't drink it. I don't know. He likes plants. He lives in nature. I don't know. Maybe just give him a fucking fern. I don't give a shit. Just make him stop. I don't care how.
Alright.
Thank you.
What if we were to stop Gary or talk some sense into him?
Oh, well, I happily give you a reward for that. How much are you some kind of freelancers? How much would you want for that?
No offense, my good sir. I think our services would, under regular circumstances, be out of your league, but perhaps you happen to have anything of value in the city vaults? Perhaps an item or items?
What kind of thing you're looking for?
Shivari, Kaizen, any
animated
preferences?
Stick animated shield. Stick animated shield.
Nothing that I can really think of, to be honest.
Yeah, likewise.
Well, my friends don't have high demands. However, weapons, armor, any of these things could be potentially valuable in our journeys.
We don't have anything in the vaults, but we have potentially some contraband that was taken from smugglers that you... Pretty sure we can have you look through. It's been sitting there. We have got some civil forfeiture stuff that you could maybe have a look at.
I say we have a deal.
All right, you can have a... How many if there are? Is it just you three, or do you have any more in your group?
Well, it's only the three of us who are going to do the dirty work, so no. We have a fourth member who is currently doing great things.
All right.
We have a fourth member who's doing great things for your town. You probably don't even know about it yet, but he's going to, how do you say? He's going to sanctify, purge, cleanse, rebuild the church of Helm, or the Temple of Helm.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, good luck getting rid of the Bane clerics there. Although, haven't seen many around today.
Oh, we already got rid of them.
Oh. You got rid of them?
You.
Well, we applied
me
their
if
own
I'm-
principles onto them, and since we did what we wanted to do, and were the stronger party in this argument, they are no more.
When you come back, I'm gonna have, because I can't endorse vigilante justice when it comes to a religious site, but I can say that we have hired you to investigate as freelancers, investigate the bog rats, and let's just say for your group that on the city's time and not mine, I'm pretty sure we can maybe sum up a 200 gold each stipend for that, and it's definitely not a reward because I can't encourage such actions, but I can at least give you a nice little stipend. I don't know how it's pronounced. I don't even know where this accent's from.
I love him.
That is most generous and supportive, my good sir. If it helps you soothe your conscience, they struck the first blow.
That doesn't matter to me at all. I just feel better that you did it.
We acted in pure self-defense, didn't we, friends?
Thinks back for a moment.
I think the first hostile action was Leonhard getting yeeted through a wall.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I suppose we could spin it. I mean, yeah, that is what happened.
All right. Well, when you come back, when you return, good luck with that. But yeah, if you can deal with Gary, then all for you and your compatriot, if they want to come by once, if you're able to solve the problem, if you want to come by, then we will give you free reign of the evidence locker for equipment, the evidence in the contraband locker. I'm gonna hope you're not the kind of people to take any of the more illicit contraband in there, but if you do, I'll be busy in the stock room. So I'm not saying
This
I
guy.
wouldn't see it or look the other way, but I am saying that it would be real weird if some of it went missing at that time.
I
Depends
love
on what you're into.
this man.
Depends on what you're into. All right. Well, best of luck, friends. Again, talk to if you need any more assistance, come speak to TG Plod. I'm on duty for the next forever until retirement. Outside of sleeping, of course. I do get Sundays off.
And
That's good.
your name is Plot, sir?
Yep, Plod.
Excellent.
Yep, Plod Bobby. Full name.
You were so good at making NPCs.
I'm very good at panicking.
Your NPCs are always so good.
Appreciated.
Agree.
All right.
Agree.
Anything else I can get you before you head off? Anything else I can help you with?
Thank you, Bobby. You have already been very helpful.
Please, Bobby was my father. Call me Plod.
Plot, you've been very helpful.
Thank you very much, Sir Leonhard. It's been a pleasure. Sir of where, by the way?
Home, the city of Home in Styria.
Oh, you come a long way. Hope journey wasn't too bad for you, unless you used one of them newfangled telemajiggies.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, you know the telemajiggies. Circles that make you go. Poof. I saw one once. Thought a man died. Apparently, it was a thing.
No, we've actually traveled the good old-fashioned way. So
No, well, hope that was all right for you.
It's been
been
long.
good.
Long? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Well, where are you heading to, if you don't mind me asking?
We're on our way to Lai, actually.
Ah, not that much further to go, actually. You doing good? You come a long way. You come a long way if you go from home to lie. You're on the home stretch. Good job. Was there, by any chance, more of your party when you started?
We had a roster swap in between. However, our fourth member is
Swap or swap?
a swap.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I realise I'm being very insensitive, asking if one of your friends died. I will cease this line of questioning.
No, nobody has died.
Oh, good for
Although
you.
we did have a mercenary accompanying us for a brief time, and we were in Jacma, and some things happened, and he didn't make it, unfortunately.
Oh well, that's a shame. My condolences for your loss. I'm sure they were a good friend or a good soldier.
Truly tragic.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. Good luck with your investigations and negotiations and something-ations. Have a good day, citizens.
Have a good day, Subplot.
And you as well. And he lets you out, and you are let back out into the street.
Alright, well, we got a lot of information at least.
Finally, some collaboration from these townsfolk.
A quick thing that happens, just to jump over to Sartre for a bit. When you arrive at the church, there are 3 clerics there. They are hostile. They are also CR half. You would be able to dispatch them very quickly. How would you like to handle that?
Excuse me. Hello. The church's bane is no more. I've been requisitioned to revert it to a previous state. So if you wouldn't mind dispersing, so that I may get started.
Roll persuasion?
P is for persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, that's a 13.
Who's gonna make us?
Me! I'm not in the mood.
Well, go but not be in the mood somewhere else. We live here.
You could live here if you were to maybe convert to Helm, but
No. What? You can't just ask someone to do that. I mean, we do, but you can't do that. Because we do that. That's our thing. We're the converters around here.
please do not test my patience. I have a long day ahead of me, and I could certainly use some skeletons to help me set up.
Roll intimidation.
All right. 23.
Seeing that you do in fact look quite tired and are not joking, and seeing that, and one of them nudges the other and points at your sword and goes, "Wasn't that the boss's sword? Boss's When's sword? Hey, where'd you get that sword?"
Oh god, what was his name?
You got it from the angel, not from the boss. You never
That's
found out the
fair.
angels' names.
We found out one of them.
Ah.
Give me a minute, I wrote it down.
Oh, I actually have the inscribed plate on, which gives me advantage on intimidation against people who don't share my deity.
Have another roll and see if you get that extra 1 to make it a nat 20.
The name was Oriash.
Oriash,
One of
Thank
these.
you. Wow, close.
Close indeed.
Yeah, your friend Oriash gave it to me. She was super grateful to hand it over.
Hey, lads, I think I'm pretty sure I forgot something at the tavern. Yeah, me too. I forgot my... What did we forget? You forgot your
Go on.
dignity. You forgot your We're leaving. Enjoy your whatever. This church is boring anyway.
Thank you.
And they're gonna head out and leave.
All right, yes, let's get started.
Alrighty. So you begin casting the spell.
Oh man.
Alrighty. Back to Team Sherlock over here. What do you want to do?
Well, Shavati, do you happen to have any information as to where Gary might be?
The innkeeper, I mentioned they are northwest of town. There's a sign that says, "Go away, humans." And you go past that, there's a hut.
You know who's really good at finding undead? You know who's got an entire fucking spell list for fighting undead?
And also a weapon that does bonus damage to undead.
Did you want to go after Gary right now? I feel like we have lots of information on the bog rats. We can deal with that now. And I mean, skeleton sounds kind of something Satra would like to get involved with. Maybe we can do that tomorrow.
Bless you, Faye.
Sure, if we're sticking around for that long after and tomorrow, can do it.
Now we're unofficially helping the town, so I suppose we could stay a little bit longer.
Officially, unofficially.
Mm-hmm.
As
They
long as
didn't
we
seem to want to make it too official, so
Yeah, I mean, as long as we don't stay for too long, sure. Tomorrow is fine.
Okay. So what are you doing?
you want to go and meet with some of the other victims, see if we can find anything that we found at the old lady's place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right.
we have
Lead
some
them
magic.
to the next victim. Those on us.
Okay. So the most recent victim. So you're reading from recent to oldest or oldest to recent?
From recent to oldest.
Recent to oldest. Okay, you are led via the addresses and directions from the townsfolk to a house in what appears to be the Upper District. Upper District is a relative term. Basically, it's right next to the town square. It appears to be a house that is above a shop, and you can see that one of the wooden window coverings has been snapped off. There's a small staircase on the side, that leads up to the door. The name on the sheet is for a Mr. Macro. I don't know, I have a macro. Shit! That's the issue with panicking on your NPCs sometimes. Yeah, but you know what? Mr. L. Jenkins.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
Well, this looks to be the address. Do you want to take lead on this again, Leonhardt?
Shavati, I think you have been proving to have a keen eye before. Why don't you take the lead for once? And he gives her a wink. Detective Shavati. I like the ring of it.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sure. I'll go and knock on the door, I guess.
Okay, you knock on the door. You hear some movement on the inside, and then the door is open. You can see the chain across the door, so it doesn't open all the way. You see an eye. Yes,
Hello, Mr. Jenkins?
that's me.
We're here to talk to you about the recent robbery that occurred.
Hold on. Bolts like he shuts the door. You hear a chain move, and he opens it and goes. You see a tall man, white mustache, sad look in his eyes. Looks down at you dejectedly. He's quite tall. What do you need to know?
Well, for starters, just a brief a brief list of what was taken, and then maybe if we could have a look inside just to investigate around.
They took my life savings and my grandma's ashes.
Oh, I'm so
Aww.
sorry.
You can have a look around if you want. They took my life savings. It was only about 200 gold, but I was going to use it to retire down south.
Aww.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Have a look around if you want. He steps out of the doorway.
Go inside and start investigating. Feeling bad for this guy.
Okay, roll investigation. Same rule as last time.
Are everyone doing the same thing we did?
Yeah, sure.
Unless you want to mix it up and Leonhardt wants to do a roll.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do a roll, or do you want to do the advantage like last time?
I can do an investigation roll. YOLO.
All right, everyone's busted out a roll. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, the Leonhardt rolled his value.
There
Okay.
you go.
Warlock Holmes. Good job, Jinxie. Oh, she took her heads up. Damn it, she didn't hit the compliment. All right, you have a look around. Kaizen, you look around and you easily find the window where the broken platform was. You can tell that this was probably the escape route. You can see some small scuffs on the floor around it. The carpet has been rucked near it as well. Javari, you find the same pinhole, the same prick holes in the walls and floor around the room, as well as when you look out the window where it looks like they may have entered / escaped, you see what appears to be a splintered hole that doesn't go all the way into the wood, but it goes in and seems to have locked and then been pulled out on the outside of the window. Leonhardt, you are able to find that despite there appearing to be no pet in this area, there does appear to be a lot of non-white hair, and this man is white. White hair, white mustache, white arm hair. He is pale hair, and none of the hair that you're able to find outside of... Obviously, there's a lot of his, but there is some hair that doesn't appear to be his.
Kaizen Shavari, won't you take a look at that here? And then
At what?
Leonard points towards the hair that does not share the same color as the owners.
Interesting.
Mr. Jenkins, do you happen to own a pet or something?
No,
Hmm.
never owned a pet. I'm allergic.
This poor guy.
I've been feeling like that if they find anything in the house, though, I have been feeling pretty sneezy lately. Pretty sniffly, but I thought that was the sadness.
You said you were allergic to pets and animals.
Yeah,
And any animals or only specific animals?
I'm allergic to cats, rats, bats, basically anything that ends in ats.
Dogs are fine.
Yeah, so far. At a stretch, parrots.
Well, good thing you're not allergic to hats then. Leonard gives a chuckle.
No, unless they're made out of something that ends in ats. Bat hats, cat hats, rat hats.
I think we get it.
Alright.
Does the hair that we found resemble the same like color as the fur or whatever from the other place? was
Yes,
like
it does. It's a
Okay.
it's a light brown.
Mention that. I guess this is the same sort of color for hair as in the other place, so it is consistent there.
Mhm. I also found the same pinhole thing. She'll point out where she found.
I think they left by window here.
Yeah, they did mention that they are ziplining around, and kind of looks like there is something that was torn out of the outside window, so that could have been them.
Yeah, potentially.
Mr. Jenkins, when did you get robbed?
It was about 4 days ago.
And do you happen to know any other victims in the neighborhood?
Yeah, the owner of the leather workers, the tanners got robbed as well. There wasn't their shop though; it was their home. Didn't take any of the stock or materials, just the gold. And apparently they took his apparently they took his his bracelet that his kid made him.
So much random stuff that they seem to take. I wonder if it is specific for any reason.
What use would they have with that? Why would they take something like that from someone so kind? What use do they have with ashes? I need bracelet. One person said they took their... one of the people, Mr. Harrison, he runs the school. Someone took a drawing that a child made him. It wasn't even good. Why would they want that? It was a 6-year-old. Why would you take a 6-year-old's drawing? It's shit. What purpose would they have?
Strange and very mean.
It's very mean.
Yeah.
Mr. Jenkins, beauty always lies in the eye of the beholder.
Beholder where? Is there a beholder we need to get to take the beauty back? Because I'll do it. I'll go there and get it back. I'll beat up a beholder. I can do it.
Shivari Kaizen, is there a way for you seem to be more capable and knowledgeable in the magical realms? Is there a way for us to track the creature or the person this hair belongs to?
Maybe. 1 second.
I mean, if you want to take a bit of time to have a look, now's probably a good time for our halftime break. We can come back to an answer to that.
Oh, yeah, it's a good cliffhanger.
When we return. Do you have magic to solve this? Find out next time. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in about 3 minutes for the thrilling conclusion. Don't go anywhere. We're back in just over 3 minutes. Have a good time looking at some of the wonderful art that some wonderful people and fans of the show have made for us. If you want to make any art, then go to the Discord links below and please send it to us on Twitter and in the Discord below in the art room. We would love to see it. Thank you all for watching and see you all when we get back. Bye. And welcome back, everybody. So, during the break, Shivari has looked through her bag. And yes, to answer Leonhardt's question, do you have anything to potentially locate them?
Yeah, I have this, if you remember, we got this crystal ball. It lets me scry. And I think with this bit of fur that we found and having a bit of knowledge on the bog rats, I can at least attempt to try and scry on them.
That sounds spectacular, Shavari. You never cease to surprise and amaze me.
Maybe we should do it somewhere else so we're not imposing on Mr. Jenkins anymore.
Oh, please, I don't mind. It's been lonely around here without Graham.
Aww.
I guess in that case,
Would you like some tea?
that would be great.
I'll make you some tea. Plods off to the kitchen.
Yeah, she'll take out the crystal ball and using the bit of fur and the secondhand knowledge of the bog rat, she'll cast scrying.
Okay. Okay, the spell takes 10 minutes. So, in that time, tea is delivered to you all if you accept it.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Okay. It's nice, little scalded. He clearly added the water straight from the kettle instead of letting it cool down for a bit, so it's a little burnt. But otherwise, it's okay tea. Little sweet. But otherwise, good. If you like little sweet, that's good. Shivari, alrighty. So, the sweet target makes a wisdom saving throw,
Yep. and
which
the
is
DC
modified by how well you know. So is that a saving throw against you? Or is it against the orb?
Well, the crystal ball says it has a DC 17. So.
Wonderful. Okay, so which is a +5 to
Wisdom.
basically. Yes, so because of your modifiers to it, for the sake of convenience.
They would be getting -5, I think.
What is it? Yeah, it's a -5 from them, but I'm adding it as a +5 to you for the sake
Oh,
of my
yeah.
brain. Okay, so it's a 22 DC. I'm gonna tell you this: unless it's natural 20s, you're finding it. 2. Okay. So.
Hmm.
You look into the crystal ball for 10 minutes and you can see energies beginning to swirl inside it until it becomes a clear image as it begins to descend through the clouds down into the bog district. You've recognized the area. As it descends down onto a house. We're on the screen. That is freaking convenient. It descends onto the watermill here that I'm pinging on your screens right now.
Mm-hmm.
It descends onto there, through the ceiling, and inside you can see 3 hooded figures and what appears to be some kind of magical/mechanical creature that is scuttling around, setting up what appears to be some kind of very thin rope that is attached to the outside. That creature then disappears through the window. They are talking very quietly to each other, but you can barely hear the conversation, where it's just like, Quickly. We've got to finish before anyone comes. We were almost caught last time. Well, and then you hear someone saying, well, that's your fault for choosing a target that was crazy and a hermit and never left her home. And the other one goes, hey, don't bully brother. Brother's nice. He did his best. We got the stuff. Oh, yeah. 12 gold and some plants. I'm so happy. Look. You get to keep half the gold, we get the other half, and we get the personal items. That's the deal. You don't judge us for that. You can see them there collecting stuff. They're emptying out drawers and looking for stuff. And it's like, what's the personal item here? Well, I don't know. Look for something. It's your choice. That's something you two want, not me. Alright, hang on. Let me see what I can find. How about this vase? No, that can't be it. That looks like store-bought. That can't be it. That could be it. No, it can't be that. Alright, keep looking. You see them moving around the house, searching for individual things until they come across what appears to be just like, look. He keeps it above his workplace, above the grinder, and pulls down what appears to be a single locket. Opens it up. Ha! His wife. That'll do it nicely. As they turn around, you get a better view of the faces, and you see a long, furred snout coming out from one of the hoods, and goes, "Alright, we should be getting out of here. Finish, do one more sweep, and then we should be able to get out of here." And with that, the scribe ascends back up into the sky and returns to the orb.
All right. Shvari will quickly relay what she just saw and say, if we hurry, we might be able to catch them over at the watermill, or at least be able to track them from there if we want to go now.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Well,
What are we waiting for? Good
Thank
job,
you.
Shivani.
Thank you, friends. Good luck.
As they hurry out, she will quickly rummage through and hand over 300 gold to Mr. Jenkins. Say,
Oh,
I hope this helps.
but the tea isn't worth that. Okay, bye. Time's up. Let's do this. Alrighty, so you guys are going to sprint to the bog district.
Yeah.
Okay. What are all your speeds?
30.
35.
Ooh.
30.
30. Okay. Kaizen, you going to go at the other's pace, or are you going to run ahead?
I'll run ahead.
Okay, so you'd arrive there a little bit before, maybe one round before anyone else. Shivari?
As we are getting within distance of it, she will say to Leonhard, I can get this there almost immediately if you want to go, and Kaizen can catch up behind us.
I'll move you guys to where you would be.
Leonard says, I thought you'd never ask.
So with that, once she is... You need to have sight with the dimension door? Because that's what she wants to
No,
do.
you do not. It can be a place you can visualize for Dimension Door.
Alright, well, once she is...
That's an OP combo. Holy shit.
It's pretty good. It's very
Oops.
solid.
So we're within... Oh, the range is insane. 500
It's
feet.
120. Oh, it's 500 feet or 120?
It's 500.
That'll do. Hang on, how big's the map? Measuring from... Oh, I'm going to have to zoom out to measure. Alright.
Jeez.
Measure 190. Yeah, you can reach.
Yep. Just quickly say to Kaizen, catch up, me and Leonard are going ahead.
Okay.
Take Leonhard and Dimension Door.
Okay. So you're just going to appear directly in front of the watermill.
Yeah.
Okay. Move yourself to where you would be, because currently climbing out of windows, there are some folks hanging out, climbing out of windows by the watermill. So move yourself to where you would be.
Where would be like the entrance of the watermill? Because that's
That
basically
would be
where she's training
here.
for.
On the wrong layer. That would be here.
Yep, that's where she would try to get them to, is the entrance.
Okay, then yeah, teleport yourself up there.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to move up there too,
Yep, just...
Because you got
okay, my thing
TP'd.
is over there.
for the sake of the audience, Kaizan is way off screen down here somewhere. But that is
And
fine.
he thought he was fast.
Speed, I am speed. Alrighty, yeah, you materialize in this area behind a creature that turns around and faces you and is like, "Ah!" The others don't appear to have noticed your arrival. As it turns around and faces you, its eyes wide. It is a rat folk. As it faces you, it looks eyes wide and terrified. It looks to look behind and see if its friends are there. That looks back at you.
The games end here. Surrender your weapons and no one has to get hurt.
And it yells out, "Run!" And yeah, could everyone roll? Hang on, where's the turn? I've lost the turn order. There it is. Could everyone please roll initiative? Do I have a chase playlist, or did I get rid of that? I should have kept that. Yeah, I've lost my chase playlist. I really thought I had a chase. That's a shame. Oh, wait, I have a thing called chase. Alrighty. So, let me roll initiative for them. I'll roll the rat folk individually. Because there's only 2 of them. This is weird chase music, but sure, why not? Alrighty. Descending. Okay. Hearing this yell, the woman is going to step round the corner, see you two appearing, and is going to throw down, let me get it, a smoke bomb
Oof.
to attempt to get them out of there. Where's my smoke? No, not poisonous smoke. She's not trying to murder you. Yet. Where is my bloody smoke? Not bat wings. That'll do. Darkness. Bosh. Okay, which fills a 15-foot area. So here we go. And she's just going to drop that directly on everyone, basically. And then begins to... and then runs to here, jumps onto a line, which, Kaizen, from your angle, you can see that there is... let me draw it for you. A cable connected between this building and this building. You can see that from your angle. She jumps across that and begins to, by the looks of it, magically be propelled along it. She makes her way to here. Kaizen.
Oh, okay. How far would I be away?
I think that's... they teleported from 500 feet. You would probably still be near the beginning of the map, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to cast Long Strider.
Alright, extra 20 feet?
10.
10 feet, okay. So yeah, do you mind if I move you to where you would be?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you'd be around... we'll move you here. Okay, I can scroll down the
Go-
map to show you. Alright, so yes, you are there. Move as you
Yeah.
wish.
So longbow range is 600 feet.
With sharpshooter specialist and a disadvantage, so yes.
Yeah, if I visit.
You'd have to move from where you are to get vision. There's houses, but you would be able to find vision during this encounter.
Okay, yeah, cool. Alright,
Oh,
cast
that
long
means it's
strider,
too loud.
so
Okay.
that is action. Let's see, I would just move 45 feet. Is this? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We move back up. Wee. Zatra.
Yes.
In the temple during your ritual, 2 town guards show up. Hey,
Just, like,
what are you doing?
yes, do you think it's pronounced Leviosa or Leviosa?
Probably sir.
I am conducting a spell to cleanse this place of any ill will that the folks of Bane might have brought with them.
Cool. Would you say this is covered under religious freedoms?
Yes.
Carry on. Alright. The mechanical-looking creature is going to jump onto the line and... can I move that line back? Yes, I can. There we go. And it's going to slide along, and it makes it to here. It seems to be a little faster on the rope. Makes it to here. Shivari, you're in smoke. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution 16.
You're able to hold your breath, and you do not gasp at the sudden popping of the smoke bomb. And you do not breathe in the smoke.
Yeah. I guess she'd move in the direction where she saw the person throw the smoke bomb, which was down this way.
Okay, that's gonna feeling you push past because you're on a basically 1 5-foot wide platform. The rat folk is going to make a blind attack at you because it can't see shit either. So it's going to attempt a dagger at you. What the fuck's this do? Hang on. I'm confused. These guys have a thing. I don't know what it does. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we good. All right, yeah, I get it. Kinda. What? The hell is that supposed to mean? It has an ability, but it doesn't explain what it is. Oh, never mind. Yes, it does. All right, yes, it's gonna try and stab you. It does explain it. I've never seen that particular part of a sheet used before. All right, does a... Oh, wait, disadvantage, sorry. Does an 11 hit? You've got a 23.
11 does not hit.
11 does not hit. You move past the rat folk.
Okay, and she's out of the smoke now, right?
You are. You have full vision. The smoke is just the small area covered by the darkness spell, 'cause that's what I could find.
Okay. Well, first she takes a breath, and then seeing them fleeing on this line, she will cast telekinesis on that person.
Okay, telekinesis. All right, so that's a strength roll from them, or is it a save? It's a save on the first roll, right? I always forget.
I make an ability check.
Contested by their
contested by
strength check.
By their strength check.
Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 7.
I got a 15, so
They are restrained and telekinesisized. They are holding on to something, because that is relevant to the ability, but they are still restrained, which we will use the spider web for.
all right. If you win the contest, you move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction. Can I just move them along the line back towards me?
Yep. Up to how not far? 20, 30?
30.
30 feet. Okay, right before the basket. Okay, you telekinesis it. Back along the line.
Sip them back up.
You'll never catch... Ah! Alright,
And
so
then
yep,
she'll-
you move back to there.
She'll quickly call it, Leonhard, I caught one. Help. That is
Alrighty.
okay.
Blind rat folk is going to attempt to run away. Leonhard, you get attack of opportunity if you want.
Oh yeah, absolutely. With disadvantage, I think.
Yes, you are blinded as well.
Okay, then I'm gonna roll another one.
Yeah, you still hit. Very easily. So we'll take the first damage. How do you want to kill it?
Oh, well, I guess Leonhard, with a look of surprise and coughing the smoke out of his lungs, is trying to just blindly whack at the rat. And once he feels and hears a pleasing crack in the ribs, he's like, "Oh,
You hear it. You hear a
Oh
squeak.
no.
You hear a squeak and then a thud. You also hear from further down the causeway. You hear a cry of, "Jerry, no!" And you hear currently telekinesis on the line. "They're not messing around! Turn on them! It's them or us!" All right. Well, that rat folk is gone. Goodbye. This one is going to... you're obscured, so it can't do that yet. All right. Well, it's gonna move... hang on, let me X this rat folk out, because it's fucking dead, so... Boosh. Yeah, it's gonna throw a dagger at you. Nope, it's gonna use the light crossbow to shoot at you. That's what it's gonna do.
Is it me?
Yes. Yes, please.
I would like to entropic ward it to give it disadvantage.
You absolutely may. Okay, that's a 9.
Misses.
Okay, it then leaps through this window and disappears into this building, where it will use a cunning action to try and hide. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
10.
11.
Does mine matter, or am I too far away?
Depends. What's your vision range?
I don't know.
How do you
What is the-
calculate that? I don't know. We're going to say you probably, with everything that's going on, aren't able to spot this one.
Yeah.
But when you move closer, for the sake of it knowing later, what's your passive perception?
25.
Okay, good to know. Jesus, I can always forget.
Kaizen is insane.
Well, for now, whoop, disappears from everyone's view. Leonhardt.
Okay. Yeah, Leonhard is coughing and trying to rub the smoke out of his eye and tries to go after Shivari. And then down here, next to this guy. And since he can't really see where Kaizen's at, how far above the ground is the creature in front of him?
It's pretty much ground level. It's maybe
Okay.
it's maybe a foot off the ground. It's tucking up
Oh,
its legs a bit.
I thought it was way up in the air. Okay,
Nope, just
then
attached to the
you'll-
roof and the rope bows a bit. So yeah, it's about 2 feet off the 1 foot, 2 feet off the ground.
Okay, then he's in striking distance, and
Yes, you are.
Leonhard is going to say, "This will hurt." Maybe.
You have advantage. They are restrained because of Shivari.
Oh, nice.
That'll do it. Ooh, avoided it. Okay, yeah, that hits.
And I say, and Leonhard says, "Surrender now, and we can perhaps find a peaceful solution for this still."
You killed Jerry. We can't give up now. There must be restitution.
Oh, Jerry the rat person.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna make this a disarming strike, or attempts at least.
Disarming strike. Okay.
What weapons
as-
does the person
Right
carry?
now, she is not holding weapons. She is holding on to the zipline apparatus. So disarming her would force her to let go.
Yep, that's a good course of action.
Okay. You would like to disarm her. Let me just do the damage quickly. Oh, sorry. Roll your spirit. Oh, you already did. Thank you.
Yep.
Wow, that's a super convenient amount of damage. Great maths for me.
And it's
disarming.
a weapon. Sorry, it's a strength check.
Okay. Oh no. Why is it always strength on this one?
Mhm.
10.
Nope, that's not enough.
Okay. Ow. Okay. Yep. She lets go. She's now floating in the air.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-dum. I think Leonhard gives another chance and says, "You thought about this?"
She looks down. She looks down at you. She looks across at Jerry. She looks nervous, but she's not giving up yet.
Okay.
You can
And
see
Leonhard
a
gets
you see a
the final
mousy
attack.
looking human female underneath the hood. 26 will hit. Another 12 points of damage.
Yeah, but no special attack for now. No
Okay.
superiority dice.
Alrighty. Okay. That you bonus.
Yeah, that is my turn. I don't think I want to do anything else.
Okay. All right.
Very
Well,
easy so far.
she is she's hot. She's doing a hover, having a good old hover. And what can she do here? And yeah, this is a really bad spot for her. This is like as bad as this could be.
Wow.
She is going to attempt to grab the apparatus again and try and use it to weasel her way out of the telekinesis, which I believe is just another strength check, right?
I think they are restrained until the end of my next turn.
I am. Let me look. On
Until
subsequent
the end of your
rounds,
next
you can use your
turn,
action.
control is restrained.
Can they not make a save to get out of it?
There's a one on my turn again to continue holding onto them. There's another save.
If you're in the contest, you move the creature until the end of your next turn. The creature is restrained. Creature lifted. On subsequent rounds, you can use your action. Okay, yeah, it's stuck. Okay. So, realizing that doesn't work, it is instead going to pull out a short sword and disadvantage because restrained. Attempt to slice at Leonhardt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would be a 17.
That's a miss, and Leonhard will attempt a riposte.
Riposte it with
With
advantage
advantage?
because it
Yep.
is still restrained.
Okay.
Yep, that hits. So 10 plus 10, 20 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, she's going to attempt a second hit. Actually, also she's going to use her reaction to uncanny dodge that damage to half it.
Okay.
Ability I forgot she had. Okay.
I
And
fear there's a
second
big
attempt.
difference in skill here. I recommend surrendering to avoid further bloodshed.
Second attack, 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. As you are moving, and as you're moving to defend yourself, you feel something grab your ankle. You look down and see
Oh, no.
beady eyes and a snout looking through the wooden slats in the floor below of a rat folk, as with the distraction, she is able to cut into you. And that is going to be a grand total of 22 points of piercing damage. As with the distraction, a sneak attack is achieved. You then see the rat folk let go and disappear back into
Not
the
bad.
darkness.
Not bad.
Okay, that's as best as she can do. Kaizan.
Alright, want to attempt to shoot at the one that is going down the line still.
Okay. Going after the mechanical creature.
Yes.
Alright, pew pew.
15?
15 will hit.
Oh, okay.
That's a huge shot, man. Whew.
13 damage, and then a second shot. 27 to hit.
Yes.
For 18 damage.
18. Okay, maths. Okay. It's still up.
Cool. And then I'll keep
Got chunked.
running.
It's looking like it's at about maybe half vitality. Alright, and you keep running. Okay.
Yep.
It's its turn. Listening to the order of its master, it's going to turn around. And come right back. And it is going to attempt to... You see this creature, which looks like a... Hang on. Was it Shift Z to look at a token? Jinxie? Do you know? Do you remember? You just muted yourself.
Shoot. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of lag issues. Yeah, if you shift C, it'll show you the token.
Thank you. And yes, that's what this thing looks like. It is a metallic spider-like creature with a wire wrapped around its abdomen.
Oh, that's cool.
It's going to leap off of the wire and is attempting to get to attack Leonhardt as the wire comes out. Natural 20. So damage reduced, but I assume a natural 20 hits because it always does. So
Yep.
3 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Leonhardt, you are grappled. Please apply a net to yourself.
Okay, I see. Mm-hmm.
And it is able to make a sickle claw attack against you. Which I assume a 13 misses.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay. It is now on your space, but I put it here for the sake of observing and convenience. But it has you basically wrapped in razor-sharp wire. Okay. Shivari.
Yeah, gonna try and maintain holding on to the target with telekinesis.
Okay, so redo the save.
Yep. Strength check versus my charisma.
Yep. Fails. I mean, you succeed, it fails.
Yep. And she'll just quickly say, if you just surrender, we're sorry about your friends. There doesn't need to be any more bloodshed.
You can make a persuasion check if you like.
Sure.
Let's do it.
23.
Damn.
Looking at herself, her spider, and one very dead rat, she raises her hands off the point, still held in place, and clicks her fingers, and the spider releases Leonhardt. You are still technically in initiative, but she and the spider have surrendered.
Okay.
I'll mark them with something to show surrender. This flag. There we go. Surrender flag.
I think that's the first time someone actually surrenders when we ask them to.
It happens sometimes. Okay.
What about the other rat that was
You
hiding?
currently do not see it. That's why you're still in initiative.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay. Alrighty. On the rat folk's turn. Because it slightly showed itself, it has to reroll stealth to not be noticed as it sneaks away. Okay. Alrighty. Leonhardt.
Okay, Leonhardt keeps his weapon drawn and points it towards the two creatures in front of him and says, "It's a wise choice. Now, where's the other one?" And he looks around.
No idea?
Um,
I can't
Call
see
your
him. Why do
friend.
I think you could?
Call your friend and tell him or her to surrender as well.
Hey, Terry! Come back! Oh no! We're captured! Time to surrender! Terry! Terry! I don't think he can hear me. It's probably gone.
Okay, Leonhardt would then sheath his blade and with a little bit of rope try to tie them.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy.
I have the Xanathar. I had the Xanathar stuff for that, but I can't bother to look it up. I'm going to assume that's... I mean, this person is a thief by trade. If you feel that's appropriate, then that is fine. If you want to keep an extra eye, that is also fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, you keep an extra eye. All right, that is
Yep.
your turn doing the tying.
Yeah.
She spends her turn being tied. Kaizan.
Just run further along, so no vision. Oh, wait, how
Okay. Your passive perception, you see a little bit of movement in the water here. On the wrong layer, every time. You see a little bit of movement in the water around this area.
Movement in the water. I guess upon going here, I'll see that Leonhardt's like in process of like tying them up. So guess I shouldn't shoot at them. So I'll just take some shots in the water, I guess.
Alright, some shots in the water. You are firing at a blind target. So this is heavily obscured. Disadvantage.
Sure. 18,
Hit.
14 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and
Um,
another
Hit.
27.
If you roll a 1 or more, it's dead.
Uh,
It is dead. You see after the first shot, bubbles. After the second shot, Kool-Aid.
Terry.
Terry and Jerry, no!
That's me.
Okay, well, we're now out of initiative. You guys are able to restrain the last... You're able to restrain the rogue. She just has her hands up. How do you intend to? And if so, how do you intend to retrieve the bodies? I mean, one of them obviously, but the other one is currently in the middle of a pond.
Did Shivari see the body now in the water?
Yep, it has floated to the surface of the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, get over there as well and say, shot Water. There's someone in there.
Oh.
They're
That's,
dead now.
Hmm.
What?
That's unfortunate, because... I mean, you didn't know. It's okay. And Shivari will release her telekinesis on the person who's now tied up, and
Thank you.
I guess she'll telekinesis the Mr. Terry.
Terry is carried out of the water via telekinesis. You're able to deposit them onto the side platform. You have a Terry and a Jerry and a woman whose name you don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess we got them. I was hoping it could be done without bloodshed.
Sorry for the losses of your comrades, but in the heat of battle, sometimes these things cannot be avoided. Now, would you care to explain the ruckus and the crimes you've committed in this town?
I like a lawyer.
See, we're not from around here. If you cooperate with us, perhaps we can sway the guards and put in a word or two for you. We are in good terms with the local city guards, and they are reasonable people that can be talked with.
Do you honestly believe that?
Yes?
Roll a persuasion. I'm poor. We needed money. These two had an obsession with personal items. They were bullied and separated in the city. They chose to take that back on the people who did that to them by taking personal items. I was just there for the gold.
Hmm. Well, I cannot endorse your actions. I can see in a weird, twisted way where you're coming from.
I needed money is nice. I was able to live nice for a couple weeks, couple months. Even went to Lay. Had a night in the town. It was absolutely lovely.
Oh, that's where you're going. Any place you recommend?
Nice. Oh yeah, if you go to the
Oh yeah, we too need to go to Lay. Oh, okay.
yeah. If you're looking for a night spot, then if you go to the the Kraken's dojo, then that's a great night spot. They fight by day, they party by night. It's amazing. And if not, if you're looking for somewhere to steal, then the nobles, they've got like no security that isn't magical. If you can dodge magic, you have a lovely time. It's like so easy. Don't even hide
Wow.
security. They're so reliant on magic. It's so easy. I can show you if you let me go, and I can take you there.
No, that's fine. But thank you for the tip.
Suit
and-
yourself.
Perhaps you should have used your talents, your creativity, and your skills in a less damaging way for the local townsfolk.
I was offered by the Rat Brothers, and they gave me the gold for it. It's just business. I have nothing against these people. I'm not from here.
But why Mr. Jenkins' grandma's ashes?
Mr.
That's just
Jenkins wouldn't sell
mean.
to the. Mr. Jenkins refused to sell to rat folk. To be fair,
Don't
and I am here to, and I'm not judging. To be fair, they did try to bite his grandma because she was walking too close to him. But
Wow.
they thought that as a slight and wanted revenge. They went after Mr. Jenkins. That's why they went after him. They went after Toby McGurr, the bugbear who runs the puka hall. They went after them because he cut them off when they were drinking too much. They thought that was prejudice. They went after Miss Wiltshire because she was legitimately just a terrible person and really racist, just terrible, just the worst. I was on board with that one. They wanted to take one of her plants. I broke all her plants. She had like 8. We took 2 and I broke the rest.
She did come across a bit abrasive, so.
She came across a bit fucking terrible. If I didn't have principles, I would have stabbed her.
Well, I mean, he pushed her into the water. She'll nod towards Leonard.
That's fucking hilarious. Good job. You sure you don't want to work together?
No, we have to probably turn you in.
Oh, that's a shame.
You know where all these positions that are kept, so we can, kind of give them back to the people, besides the plants.
Will that help me?
I am not a lawyer, so I don't know. Maybe
The
you'll get the less time off?
The personal possessions are in a chest buried in the southwest quarter of town, inside the garden center.
We should go there right now to see if your story is true.
I am not going anywhere. You can take me where you want. I have nowhere to be anymore.
Lead us to the belongings. What is your
Alright.
name, by the way?
Mary.
Mary
Yeah,
Beefo
fucking
kind.
chat guessed it. I'll lead the way. Alright, she leads you through town. All the way through town. People look at you strangely that you have a tied up woman walking through town. But she leads you down to the garden center in the southeast of town. The employees look at you strangely as she leads you in and points at a fresh patch of soil underneath what appear to be 2 very spiky plants. Down there.
Perhaps, Shavari Kaizen, I just don't want to get my hands dirty.
Of course not. Sure. I'll take a look.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
What do I have? The situated is like, was it buried?
Second, sorry.
How's it situated again?
There is a patch of, it looks like freshly turned soil, where the kind of thing where you would transfer a plant, and it's a tall, think like a palm tree, but instead of actual palms, it is just spikes. I don't know the name of the plant. It's just like a spiky leaves that just come to a point. I don't know the name of the plant. It's like, think tiny, sharp palm tree.
Okay.
Like a Confederate rose?
Probably. I don't know.
Or like
Also,
an
if that's what
aloe?
they're called, that's a fantastically BM name, and I respect it so much.
Yeah, Shavari, do you have any magics for this?
I mean, I
digging
can try
magic.
and scoop with a mage hand, but it would take a while.
I feel like we've done this before.
Yeah, we never seem to have a shovel. She'll go find someone nearby. Excuse me, do you have a
Do
shovel?
you have a shovel? It's in the back of holding.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Which is with Satra.
Yeah, Satra has that.
Okay. You go up to an employee.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
too. I've one of my inventory.
Oh, maybe you
written
have one.
down. Yeah, I think
Okay.
we have 2. Yeah, I have
You
one.
gonna pull out a
actually.
shovel?
Shovel, yeah.
Pull out a shovel. You have a shovel. An employee walks up to you as you begin digging, just like, excuse me, what are you doing?
Official town guard business, sorry.
Town
Yeah,
guards? You don't look like town
yeah.
guards.
We are unofficially working for them under this investigation of the Bograts.
Looks at the tied up woman. Looks at it. Looks at you. Is this a grave?
No.
Nope.
Roll up a persuasion check.
Trying to dig up buried things that have been taken from people.
I've been rolling really well.
Wait, yeah, you have. Waves his hand as if it's above his pay grade. Carry on. Alright, you're able to dig down and you fight until your shovel thunk hits something solid.
Alright, try to excavate whatever that solid thing is.
You find what appears to be a box.
Ooh. Take it out.
You have a
Open
box. You open a box. Inside there appears to be a locket, a child's drawing, a urn full of ashes, what appears to be 2 succulent plants, a ring, and what appears to be someone's shower curtain.
Well, there's a lot of things in here. It checks out. With what was taken.
Told you.
Yeah, suppose we take this back and her to the town guard. Then handle the rest of it.
Yep. Agreed.
I mean, I know the way from here. If you want, I can just walk.
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah, well, thank you. I'll see you later. And she attempts to walk away from Leonhardt.
No. I think we had an agreement that did not include free will and walking wherever you please.
Oh, come on. I know. I haven't lived yesterday so far. I promise I'll walk straight there.
No, you won't.
I promise.
Come on, guys, she's promising.
Oh, well, I guess we better believe them. No one would ever lead us astray. No, never.
Yeah, why would a career criminal lead you astray? I surrendered and everything. A criminal's honor. She raises her hand that is now untied. A criminal's honor is very important.
Yep. Yeah,
Puts it
I
back behind
believe
her
it.
back where the rope is.
Although the last time that someone that they were going to turn into the guards tried to get away from us, they were shot and killed. So maybe she should stay with us for protection.
That
Oh
is
no,
true.
I'm very good. I promise. I'm fine. I swear. I swear. Holds up both hands. No fingers crossed. Scout's honor.
I thought you tied her hands.
He did. Look, they're tied.
Oh,
Holds them in
never
front of
mind.
her now. Yeah, see? He tied them.
We
I'm
should
definitely
be on
restrained.
board.
Ah, shit. She's going to attempt to run for the wall.
I'm fast.
I mean, she has to leave Leonhardt's range first, so that's the first thing that would happen. And then she probably
Yeah.
has to run past you. So basically everyone gets an attack of opportunity if they want to try and catch her.
Why can't this part never be easy?
Oh, you're going for that full hit? Okay. Yes. Slice. She is very wounded. She will look behind to see if she's outpacing you and run immediately into Kaisan. Kaisan, what do you want to do?
I guess I'll try to grab pole or something.
All right, make an athletics check.
Sure. 16.
It's enough. She rolled shit on her acrobatics. You have her grapples. Oh, come on! Come on!
If you try to run again, you will die. Don't do this to
I
yourself.
was heading to the guard tower.
Was it actually the direction of the guard tower?
Hard to tell.
I would feel better if we just went with you, you know.
Ah, fine. You're no fun.
No fun.
Kaizen, if you knocked her unconscious, I wouldn't judge you.
You can't knock me unconscious. I've got a very thin skull. It's not good. You hit me in the head, I might just die.
I
You
don't
know,
want to kill her. Just
I'm not really caring, to be honest. Just go to the guard.
Oh well, murder on your hands. You've already got two.
Let's move.
Yeah, here
Okay.
you go, Leonhard. Just take this one.
You two go ahead, and I'll come from. I'll come up behind with this chest. And she'll take 10 minutes to cast Tensor's floating desk. The chest
Ah,
on.
nice. All right.
Is she a human lady, by the way, or a rat
She
lady?
is. She's a human lady.
Ah, okay, okay.
Alrighty. So, you guys are able to, uncontested at this point. She's very hurt.
Yep.
She does not resist any further, as she is led by you all, chest and toe, to the guard station, where you can see currently there are several guards standing on the platform, all with swords, hitting what appears to be an earth elemental. You see TG Plod turns around after firing a bow into it and goes, you get 1 minute. And with that, the earth elemental crumbles into stone. He turns around and goes, alright. Who's this then? What may I
Well,
ask is going on here?
While we haven't solved the elemental problem, we did manage to
I noticed that.
do something else for you. This lady over here goes by the name of Mary, is the head behind the so-called Bokrat gang that kept you guys busy multiple times.
Mary. 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 Oh, that's quite contrary.
What do you
Alright.
mean?
Well, she was just a tourist in town. I thought it would be a local. They seem to have good information. Was she working alone? Or we had figures with her. Were we able to get them?
She was
They-
working with Jerry and Terry. Unfortunately,
Oh, it
They
was
lost-
them.
they lost their lives in the struggle to capture them.
Oh, that's sad to hear. They were nice enough kids. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, they killed him. Don't look at me. Were you able to recover any of the gold and materials?
She'll have to just kind of float up with the chest and kind of open the chest.
That appears to be all the personal materials. People will be very glad to get these back. Thank you. And you, I'm on the wrong voice. And you, yes. What about the gold? I don't know what you mean. You stole the gold. No, I didn't. And if I did, don't know where it is. Forgot. I think it best you leave this one with us.
With pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank-
careful. She's crafty. She might get away.
A scout's honor. I wouldn't do that. She looks at the arrow in her back. Like, really, I wouldn't. All right, thank you. If you show up again, if you show up tomorrow, I'll have had the gold ready.
Speaking of gold, do you know how much was overall taken from everybody that was a victim?
I believe the running count was about 8,000.
Oh, that's a bit more than I can afford to pay back.
We wouldn't expect you to pay it back. We'll get it out of her. Don't you worry.
All right.
Did we tell the guard the location of the personal belongings?
You brought it with you.
Oh, okay, we brought. Okay, never mind.
Shvaritan's floating disc did over. All
Good,
right.
good, good, good.
Yeah, he smiles at it. Thank you for your service.
Thank
I
you,
wish luck
TG.
with the rest of your endeavor. Please.
Thank
TG
you.
is my rank. Call me Plod.
Well, then that only leaves Gary and the water elementals left. Correct.
Should we check in with Satra first? Make sure everything is going okay.
Perhaps we should look after our Royal Highness. Who knows which trouble he might have gotten himself into.
That
You know, I also think we
is
should
true.
leave Gary till tomorrow for Satra. You know, so he got something to do.
Yeah, sure.
That is correct.
Go to Satra either way and
Mm-hmm.
see what is the plan from there.
Okay. So
Because,
here's a question to everyone, because basically, Sartre is going to be able to uncontestedly, as he has dealt with both distractions that have come his way, complete this spell. We have about 30. We have a maximum of about 30 minutes. We could maybe play on for. We could either skip ahead and begin your and skip your journey. Basically, have a long rest and then do your journey into the jungle to go meet with Gary. Or we could end for tonight and we can do the organization, anything else if you have anything organizational wise you would like to do.
I wouldn't mind continuing next time because I'm quite tired after all that.
That is fair then. Let's do that. So let's do the skip ahead anyway. So
Yep.
Sartre, you are able to complete the Hallow spell. The temple is now illuminated with daylight. You muted, by the way. Is now Wow,
Alright.
I cannot talk tonight. Illuminated, illuminated with daylight, and is hallowed. So it has
Okay.
the effects of the Hallow spell. It is now holy
Nice.
ground. The group falls before you, and we do a quick RP explaining today's events. So you guys find Sartre. You leave him alone until he finishes the full 24 hours. For the sake of being not an asshole, I mean, I guess it's a spell duration. It should be. Sartre, could you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh.
Because you will be
my
running until
goodness.
tomorrow morning. Which means, unless you plan on sleeping through the day, you would be running in without a night's sleep to tomorrow's events. So this is to check if you gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Unless you do intend to sleep through the day and attack in the evening. Quote unquote attack.
Attack.
Attack!
Gonna go have tea
yeah,
with
alright.
Gary.
Hold on, wrong spell sheet. Sorry.
All good.
Come on, roll 20.
7.
Oh, that's
You will be suffering a
fine.
point of exhaustion, which is only disadvantage on ability checks.
That sucks.
I believe that's all it affects. So basically, only strength checks and dexterity checks, skill checks, basically.
Okay.
Alrighty, that's all it will affect. So you'll be a little bit less perceptive, a little bit less stealthy. Neither of which were such strong points to begin with.
Fair.
Alrighty, so yes, do a little bit of RP as you guys wake up for breakfast the next morning. After going to sleep, you check on Sartre, he's still doing the spell. Go back, your long rest. And as you all set up for breakfast, Sartre, bleary-eyed, but with a smile, knowing he's done a good job, is able to walk into the inn. We'll do a little bit of breakfast RP and then we'll end.
Okay.
Hey, gang.
Hey, I got you some food and some wine because I know exactly what time you would be done because I have that feed.
Keen mind. Best
I
use of
really
keen mind.
appreciate you. Thank you, Mari. It's really kind.
Yeah, that is quite the spell that it takes so long of uninterrupted attention.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a little bit of. Yeah.
This is hitting
How
too
was your
close to
guys'
home.
day?
I've been like this.
It was interesting.
Yeah?
Investigated some bog rats, people stealing things, killed some, caught some, turned them over, found some things that they stole. It's
That sounds really
kind of-
cool and fun.
Kind of
Nah, it was pretty cut and dry stuff.
Yeah, kind of annoying actually a little bit. This one lady was like very just not compliant. It was
She
just-
threw a
no
frying
manners.
pan at Leonhardt.
Yeah.
And I missed it. Oh no.
It wasn't that she missed, it was whatever. But we still have the skeleton summoning elementals and You know, that's kind of something that's up your alley, right? If you wanted to
Yeah.
be on that.
Yeah, I did a lot of thinking yesterday too, and I worked out some kinks in some of my spells, you know, in between like the couple of breaks that I had. Um, and I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good. Huh?
All right.
Okay, that sounds like a good place to end. Ready for the spells with Sartre? By the sounds of it, I assumed what you were doing during the session is reclassing to reflect your new allegiances.
Why you gotta tell on me like that?
Because I asked you to do it several sessions ago in the session.
Exposed.
Yeah, but they probably wouldn't remember.
Well, the audience now has an even more exciting reason to join in next week to see
Yeah.
new Sartre. Hell yeah.
Paul.
Big Pog. Alrighty, so let's find out. Hang on, let's jump back to the camera where you guys are bigger. There we go. Let's find out what everyone is up to next week. I will be hopefully filming some of my little short form content. I have most of it planned out now, and then I just have to do the filming and editing, and I will also be casting and hopefully streaming something. I don't know, I want to stream something, but I'm not sure what yet. Maybe some Among Us, if I can persuade people to let me stream it. That might be fun. I might stream our NGS game as well. We'll see how the team feels about that. I don't know if players are allowed to stream.
You're allowed to stream with a 30-second delay.
Sick. Alrighty, so yeah, might do that. But yeah, otherwise I'll be casting the Storm Division match between Team VGM, aka the team that qualified first, which is like Cattle's team, and Team Alexander, which is the professional Korean team. And I'll be commentating that game. So that should be hype as fuck. That's what I'll be doing. That will be on Friday. Alrighty, moving up this time. Hey Crow, what are you up to next week?
Hello. What am I up to? A friend of mine is visiting starting tomorrow, so we're spending time with her a decent
Nice.
amount. Gonna be looking into. I don't know if I'll have time this week, but again, looking into casting more and maybe some hots. So
Might be casting
I'll
some in
probably
houses,
do-
so again, offer is still open. I will
Yeah,
actually
I
message
will.
you this time. We can try and organize something.
I'll write a note for myself too. And yeah, we'll be playing a little bit of TFT set 4 some more. 'Cause that's a thing now. That's really, really fun, actually. Recommend Resident TFT. Now's a good time to check it out. Set 4 is really
Nice.
fun. But
When
yeah.
does the PBE end and that the new set release?
Faye, do you know? Is it like a week and a couple days?
16th. So
Yeah, we can.
Not this Wednesday, but the
9
Wednesday after.
days. Nice.
Yep.
Sounds
That also
good.
when the Space Pirates ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad
Yeah.
yar noises.
There's a fortune trait now. You get gold. It's not pirates.
Hell
it's
yeah, like money.
Yeah.
I'm the Mr. Krabs of TFT. Cares about winning only money. Alright.
True.
Alrighty, Jinxie, what are you up to this week? Sorry you
This
had a little bit less to do this session.
That's all right. I still had a wonderful time. Well, today actually I'm casting my very first season 10 NGS game. So that'll be at 8:30 Pacific, which is 11:30 Eastern, and then all you European kids will probably be asleep. But you can guess a VOD maybe. I'm doing that. I'm doing a heroic game on Tuesday, so that'll be really, really fun. Wednesday I'm casting. Thursday I'm playing in an NGS game, and then Sunday I'm casting. So lots of casting all throughout the week. So if you like that, you can come by and see my heroes. Otherwise, just trying to stream. We're not doing so much WoW content since, like I said earlier, it's the end of the expansion, and nobody wants to do anything fun or cool. So unless you want to see me slay like 30 chickens while I try to get all my allied
Yeah.
races. We were mostly doing heroes. New season starts in a couple of days, so
I'm so waiting for the pre-patch because that will be fun
yeah, it'll be really fun. Once the pre-patch hits, we'll play a little bit more.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Faye, what are you up to in the next week?
Well, later tonight at 7:30 Pacific time, I have more D&D over on Dice Prairie, which Crown will also be playing in.
Nice.
Hopefully have D&D tomorrow as well, playing a high level campaign. We started at level 14, so that's interesting.
Damn.
Been pretty fun. And other than that, just playing Set 4. Waiting for that to come out onto live. Start climbing rank.
Feels good. And Mr. Kendrick Swish, what are you up to?
So I basically was without a desktop PC for 3 weeks, which means I couldn't really play any video games, except the ones that didn't really require a good PC. So I'm gonna try out all the new games, or all the games I want to catch up to. Crusader Kings 3 is the one that I want to actually try out. It's like a Paradox strategy game, and it looks really good.
Paradox make good games, very complicated games, but very good
Yeah,
games.
yeah. So I'm scared, but also excited at the same time because, like Tetra said, these games tend to be a little bit more complex.
Alrighty, well, that's what everyone is up to in the next upcoming week. There is one more thing that I'm going to need all of you to do, and that is, and I'm sorry to do this because I know you spend most of the session organizing stuff, I will require you all to level up, please.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
So, feels good. But otherwise, thank you all very much for watching. Make sure to tune in next week for new character stuff. Feels good. For new levels and everything. And go to meet a skeleton named Gary. Otherwise, I hope you all enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed it on Twitch, be sure to follow and hit that notification so that you can see when the stream goes live. And of course, subscribe or donate or buy the merchandise if you are very much enjoying it. If you are watching from YouTube, then be sure to just subscribe and turn off ad block. I don't have memberships yet because I don't have the emotes. I'm working on it. I am actually going to try and fix that one so people can support on the YouTube as well. For now, though, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Check out my trial of HGC on YouTube. It's up there now and it's good. I had a good time doing it. And any final words from everybody?
Subscribe to twitch.tv/Tetcher.
Also, exclamation mark players. Forgot that to check everyone's Twitters and Twitches so you can see exactly when they go live and what they are up to, including all the special things everyone is doing. Thank you all very much for watching. Anyone have plans of building a £1 wrecking crew? Not in this group. But thank you all very much for watching. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.